building you, manifesting you, like how from mud the pot is made, same way. I'll teach you the science of using consciousness and manifest your life. Simple 3 instruction. Listen. I'll explain the logic, science behind the instructions next. First listen. The root chakra, Muladhara. The lust-centric, lust energy-centric chakra. Second, Swadhisthana. The spleen chakra, fear-centric. Third, Manipuraka, navel chakra, food and ori-centric. Now, listen intensely. In the lust center, there is no difference between your visualization and actual action. The actual actions impact and your visualizations impact on your life. If you see, the actual actions of your lust may have only the legal implications externally. Other than that, other than the legal implication, whether it's a legitimate wife or illegitimate or gay or lesbian, other than the legal, socio-legal component of the sexual act, the act or the mental action, please understand, words, very raw, your fantasy, your pornography, your masturbation, all this and actual sexual act, this too, if you see all the mind related sexual actions, body related actions, other than the legal implication, there is no two difference, there is no second difference on the consciousness between these two. Consciously, your visualizations about sex, pornography, masturbation, all these has the same effect as physical act. And I am not going to say physical act is good, bad, right, wrong. If this is same, then why not go for physical act? All those logic I am not going to analyze. I am going to reveal some of the most important truths for your enlightenment. Let me stop from the angle of attending to this whole issue only from the angle of enlightenment. Listen. Listen sincerely. Let me give you some of the conclusions. Let me give you some of the conclusions so you will understand the logic. First, mentally digesting all the fantasies of sex, body pleasures, completes your being, liberates you from undersexed or oversexed bondage ideas. Man or woman, person who always equates sexual pleasure to the sexual act feels either undersexed or oversexed, feels all the time others are oversexed and they are undersexed. Too much of complicated relationship with sex leads to complicated relationship with the body, leads to complicated, very frustrated relationship with the thinking itself. Please understand, this is too important thing you need to know. You need to know the conclusion I wanted to give, and powerful cognitions you need to carry, both. The conclusion I wanted to give, listen carefully. Your conscious expression, manifestation of lust, sex, sexual acts, fantasies, pornographic manifestations, your wild perversions, everything. If you sit and chew them consciously, not mentally, there is a difference between mentally and consciously. If you chew sexual fantasies mentally, you will be obsessed, and all the actions related to sex will be like a compulsion, forced. There will not be any conscious involvement, freedom or participation. More like a, you have to sneeze. Listen carefully. Mind binds, consciousness liberates. Formula, basic sutra. Mana is bandha, chit is moksha, mind is bondage. Anything done mentally leads to obsession and obsessive compulsive behavior. Consciously, when you engage with your fantasies, desires, sex related right, wrong, good, bad, socially accepted, legitimate or perversion, anything. If you can consciously use your visualization and get involved, you will be liberated without need for the physical act from the feeling of undersexed or oversexed, denied or exploited, all the incompletions, frustrations related to sex. All human beings feel, whether they are having legitimate marriage relationship or outside marriage relationships, whatever may be, irrespective of age, gender, orientations, choices, everybody feels either undersexed or oversexed, either deprived or exploited. It's like a cycle. The fundamental root cause is sex remains as obsession, compulsion. The act does not have liberating consequence, fulfilling consequence. It may be tiring, releasing, letting you rest, but not fulfilling. Please understand. I'm getting into the deepest important formula for power manifestation. If you understand what I am talking today, not only you will be liberated from thousands of problems, you will start manifesting powers. First, the root chakra, lust-centric energy center, Muladhara chakra. Impact of sex on your consciousness is same whether it is physical or mental or visual or imagination or fantasizing. Only socio-political legal impacts are different, but inside the impact is same whether it is an action or imagination. So, understand the deeper revelations. If you intensely, consciously involve with your visualizations, fantasies, without labeling them as legitimate, illegitimate, socially accepted, romance or perversion, and just see consciously and start digesting them, you will experience absolute liberation. There will not be any need for external act. If there is a external act, it will be more like a gracing, not compulsion. Second, the Swadhisthana chakra, fear-centric. If you sit and consciously involve intensely in all your fears and the root cause of fears and insecurities, you will be completely free from all fears and the kind of the boldness, courage you will manifest. See, at one point you will reach the source of your fears. You will feel, oh, everything is over. From this moment, whatever way life happens is a bonus. That's all what can be done. When that shift happens to you, that is the moment Yama, Kala is giving you the blessing of not taking life for granted and liberating you from all the fear-centric behavioral patterns. See, at one point in my life, I reached everything is over. Now, decision not to hang on to our fantasies about life and our fears about our fantasies. Understand? Whenever your mind involves, your fears become fantasies and fantasies becomes fears. These are the statements you need to meditate very deeply. When there is an obsessive, compulsive behavior, your fantasies become fears and fears become fantasy. Romance become perversion, perversions become romance. War becomes love, love becomes war. Listen carefully. Listen. Consciously sitting and cherishing all your fears, not mentally being kicked. Just mind releases all the fears and the fears erupt out in you. No, I am not talking about that. I am talking about consciously sitting and visualizing, cherishing what more can happen where this kind of illogical patterns come. Listen to the next point. Your Manipuraka, navel chakra, is capable of living without external food just by you consciously eating. Please listen. When I am uttering this word, I am responsibly talking. Consciously sit and intensely visualize you eating, digesting, getting empowered, building your body for a few days. You will see suddenly, drastically, the need for the physical food will drop. It will drop so much, you will understand the truth behind my statement. Your conscious visualization is enough, whether to liberate you from the sexual needs physically or any other security needs related to fears or any other prana, energy source needs from external world. All the three you can be liberated just by your conscious involvement with your sex, with your fears, with your food. When this three is handled, worries will simply disappear. Worries don't have existence independently other than these three. Source of energy for your system will be absolutely attended by consciously visualizing you eating feast. I am telling you with tremendous responsibility. You try to practice this and see. Then you will understand. Within 1 week, 90% of your food intake will drastically drop. If you just practice for 1 week, sit for half an hour every day. Visualize as if you are eating too much, all kinds of food you want to eat. Just sit and visualize. Consciously. See, if you are tempted and you get that food and start eating, then you are doing it mentally. That is like an obsessive compulsion. All obsessive compulsive involvement with your sex or fear or food leads to more and more life negative, deluded, most unscientific way of existing. Consciously involved. See, just like if you have the habit of decorating deities, doing puja, how micro detail you need to get involved. To that micro detail, sit and visualize consciously, like how Pusalar Nayanar built the temple consciously in his inner space. Like that, sit and visualize. All your food related fantasies, all your fear related patterns an unconscious, frightening, terrorizing visualization which collapses you, which makes you have mental breakdown or nervous breakdown. Sometimes people think, I can tolerate anything but not the disease. Sometimes people think, I can tolerate anything. See, some people can tolerate anything but can't tolerate certain disease. Some people can tolerate anything but can't tolerate their near and dear one's death. Some people can tolerate anything but can't tolerate losing their freedom, independence, like imprisonment, fear of prison. Some people can tolerate anything but can't handle losing the wealth. Like this, you may have some of the worst terrorizing fears which brings immediately mental breakdown, nervous breakdown. Consciously involve into that fear, visualize them, and what can be done. See how that manipulative patterns of your fears design and show the life, even though you don't have any problem, as filled with problems. I tell you, a Swadhisthana without fear will be absolutely in Turiya. You will never have any dream. Dreamless Turiya state is the symptom. That is the proof your Swadhisthana is absolutely relaxed, pure. Your fears have left you. Understand? Consciously involving with your lust, sex, fantasies, perversions without physical act. Consciously involving with your fear, mental breaking, nervous breaking patterns, the patterns which literally brings mental breakdown, nervous breakdown in you. Consciously involve and go through those patterns, visualization. Let them lose power over you. And consciously sit and eat, fill your body and make yourself energetic through that food. If you just do these three consciously, everything you consciously visualize will become reality in the world. Listen. I don't have time to waste with the fools who don't feel connected that I am Paramashiva. If you feel connected to my identity, the principal Paramashiva which I am manifesting, then my life is for you. If you don't feel connected, switch off the TV and go and see what you like. Go and spend time in what you like. And go and at least enjoy your life as per your definition of enjoyment. If you are here feeling connected to my declaration that I am representing, manifesting the greatest principle of the cosmos, Paramashiva, listen to what I am saying. Just this three visualization consciously. Start playing with them. You can choose one day. One day you can choose fear. One day you can choose lust. One day you can choose food. All I am asking is half an hour from you. Play with them for next 1 week. One day sit and visualize all the food variety you want to eat. You are eating and becoming energetic with that food. One day sit and get into the depths of the fears which brings mental breakdown, nervous breakdown literally inside you. Consciously get to the depth of it. It will be literally like a cobweb removed from your brain. Oh God, such a simple thing. Life is so simple. Why did I complicate it so much? You will feel that relief. The cobweb removed from your brain is the dream states removed from your consciousness. All delusion will go. If you feel my eyes are very sharp and you want that kind of a sharp eyes, this is the method. Sit. If you enjoy my eyes and you like my eyes, the way it is sharp, and you want the depth which is there in my eyes, in your eyes, stop dreaming. The technique for stopping the dreaming is sit and get into the nervous breaking, mental breaking fears of your life, and how that cobweb pattern is created in your brain and how you are deluded and caught into that cobweb, and how that pattern triggers and puts you in mental breakdown and makes you feel nervous breakdown and insecurity. In that insecurity, you do all stupid things and destroy your life. Get out of it. I am giving you the boon today. With the blessings of Kala Bhairava, practice this truth which I am revealing. All will be liberated from fears. As Kala Bhairava. I bless you all. All of you will be free from all fears. Practice, manifest this simple truth. All the Paramashivoham season 14 participants, I bless you all. Listen. If you want the sharpness in my eyes, light, ages in my eyes, do this process. Get into the patterns of fears which brings mental breakdown, nervous breakdown in you. Face them. You will be free. You will have that sharp eyes. First. Second. Any of you want this flat tummy? If you feel I really want that flat tummy, sit and visualize intensely, consciously eating all the food you ever want to eat. Without eating, mentally, consciously, not mentally. Listen to this statement. Not mentally, but consciously eat. Mentally, if you start eating dosa, you will try to get dosa and eat. Mentally, if you start thinking of pizza, you will try to get pizza and eat. That is obsessive compulsive behavior. No. Consciously sit and visualize you are eating and feeling energized by that food. Suddenly you will see 90% of your food need intake will drop within a week. You will have this flat belly, flat stomach. Third, if you want this shining skin, if you feel suddenly I become too shining and you want that, sit without going through the sexual physical act intensely. Go through the visual conscious act of all the fantasies you ever collected, romance or perversion, anything. You will see the whole consciousness becomes complete, pure, settles and shining. This three is the science of Kayakalpa. Science of Kayakalpa. I do not have any fantasy of romance or perversion with this world. My fantasy is black holes and big bangs manifesting. Explosion of billions of black holes, big bangs, Brahmanda Yoni manifesting this cosmos. I have no fantasy related to this world. This world's romance or perversion neither reaches me nor touches me. The cosmos manifests consciously through this being. Listen to this satsang 2-3 times. Try to take notes of each truth I revealed. Try to have Vakyartha Sadas. Try to do just these 3 things for next 1 week.